spring taken out now. Tristar rounds limited. If you don't know it, Turkish shotguns are really good. Some are flat out excellent. The Turks know how to put together a really awesome shotgun. I am speaking from some experience. I've shot them through the years off and on since the 90s. Here comes a Turkish shotgun from our own personal inventory, purchased from a private seller many years ago. This is a Hulu semi-auto 501G. It's excellent, and we bought this for like nothing from that private seller, like 80 bucks. No, I'm not making that up. 80 bucks, if memory serves. It is now Cerakoted by ourselves because it looks so much better Cerakoted. But Hulu puts together some amazing shotguns, reliable, accurate, durable. This one's produced to ISO 9000 standards. Great shotgun, 501G, and Hulu has a bunch in their lineup. I've been hesitant to review many of them because they're hard to get, if not impossible to get here in the US. So what's the purpose, you know? Maybe I'll do an infield on this one. It's very fast shooting, handles light loads to buckshot without any adjustment whatsoever. That's the Hulu. There's a bunch of other Turkish companies that put together equally quality shotguns, both hunting and tactical variety. We're going to look at one right now. This is TMP, of course. More shotgun reviews coming at you right now. This is the Tristar Cobra Force, put together by a company called Armsan in Turkey. I will roll in some of their website footage. It is a good website, and they show a wide variety of models that they produce in their lineup, some of which may be available in the United States, maybe not.
Still don't like that 4 inch.
Shotguns, if you don't know, are more legal, shall we say, in a lot of different countries than centerfire rifles, and therefore they're more prevalent, both for hunting, for sporting. I wouldn't say tactical. That's generally frowned upon in most of the countries I have visited in my military experience. They always focus on the sporting nature of it, but there have been some tactical ones I've seen on the shelves in various countries, Turkey included. I've been there personally. I think this is a really good shotgun. For the money, it might be a great shotgun. There are a couple of downsides you need to be made aware of, and that's my job. I'll do that. All the testing is complete on this, and there's really kind of a tale of two cities with the Tristar Cobra Force. That's kind of a funny name. The Cobra Force. Sounds like that Sylvester Stallone movie. There's two sides to the gun. One is if you shoot it with the forearm spring, the action spring installed. And the other one is if you take it out and shoot it. We much preferred the spring removed. I hated it so much with the spring, I was like, God, this thing sucks. Especially coupled with what I think is a pretty slick forend. A too long forend. And then you put that spring in there, which is quite stiff. I'll roll in a photo of what it looks like. It's removed right now. And dang, son, we didn't like it. And it was difficult to run fast. And I guess the idea is that, you know, it will help return the action to its forwardmost position. But you can't open the action, keep it open with a spring in it. That was another obnoxious thing you'll see video of us talking about. Now with the spring out, it operates just like any slide or pump action shotgun. The other side is, of course, like now with the spring removed. And when we had the spring out, we were much happier with the Cobra. It was like, okay, this is a gun we can like. It's relatively fast. For the money you're spending, you're getting amazing quality, I say. Turkish quality, which is a great thing. And we came away impressed. Now, like I said, a couple downsides. We're going to talk about it. This, I believe, is model 23117. As we go through Armsan's site, our website, and who knows who's importing these. The importer always changes, so I don't like to put the focus on that. I put the focus on the manufacturer and the gun. But all types of varieties. This is the 5 rounds plus 1 in the chamber version that is importable. They also have an RSX series. I think that's what this is, by the way. They just import it with a different name, I think. They also have a really cool auto shotgun coming out, the RS-S1. It's basically like a Sega variety shotgun. It looks cool, but I don't think it's going to be anything groundbreaking. It might be out already. I don't know. I haven't really researched it. I'm going to fly in this review, so try to keep up. Philosophy of use is standard. Home defense, anywhere you would need a pump-action shotgun, an authoritative fight-stopping machine, as I've always said. Dude, you ain't going to beat a shotgun. Not close range. Within 25 yards, maybe a little bit further, but I like to say 25 in. Shotgun with alternating double-aught, number 4 buck. Dude, and you get the slide action intimidation factor. Speaking of Cerakoting, on the top is a Magpul equipped Mossberg 500, probably my favorite version of Mossberg pump shotgun. I really like the Magpul rear stock on it, and then it's just running the standard 4-in on it as well. That's a great American-made, quality, durable, relatively lightweight shotgun. This one only is actually lighter than this. It's 6 pounds 14 ounces, the 500 on the table. However, I think this is just cylinder bore, no screw and choke, so you got to deal with that. Inside of 25, though, who cares? Will it matter? Nope, it won't. We'll see, this does have screw and chokes. Other philosophies of use, hunting, I wouldn't use this for hunting. No, recreational, absolutely, and that'll do it. SAWC design and ergos, like I said, 7 pounds, which is a reasonable weight for an 18.5-inch barrel. That is a fake magazine on that bad boy, as a lot of the Turkish shotguns do have. It looks like that they take full capacity, but they don't really. And we'll just kind of talk about that right now. You cannot convert that, and I think it goes against 922R or whatever. In fact, this is a smaller diameter tube than that, I think, and it's just going to be a 5-round shotgun. This is on just for looks. That is a significant downside, says me. And I'm going to pause there to let it sink in. You're already rounds limited with a tube-fed shotgun, which I do love, but I'm looking for at least 8 in the pipe, like the 500 in the background does. I reviewed another one that has 9+1, even better. That's still super rounds limited compared to a Kalashnikov one where you can snap a mag in and out, and it's, 10 rounders all day long. So when I limit myself for a home defense shotgun, let's say to 5+1, I'm like, not when I can go with that. So you really need to understand that you're going to be stuck with 5 rounds. Maybe there's someone out there just doing some bootleg conversion on it, which I wouldn't recommend. Just go get a shotgun that's set up for it right there. I'll talk about competitive options, but maybe some guy's doing it. It's a 5-round affair, which sucks. We'll start up here. Screw and chokes. And they do take the Benelli Beretta choke series. I think that's a modified we tested it with. Look at this fake mag tube, even has a spring-loaded retention on it. How funny is that? The sights on it are really excellent, especially for the money you're spending. They're high-mounted ghost ring sights. You've got a fiber optic insert in the front with wings protecting it, which is excellent. No rib on this version. I don't know if you need it with ghost rings. And then a Picatinny rail pre-mounted on this value tactical shotgun. Ghost ring aperture in the rear, fully adjustable. Pretty nice. So if you want to slam a red dot reflex sight on it, it is good to go out of the box. Those are good things. I like the finish and quality too. Parkerizing on most of the surfaces. This is an aluminum receiver, matte finished. Look inside, it's chrome lined. That's a very Turkish thing. They just do such a great job. Matte chrome lined. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if this is also produced to the same quality standards I talked about before. The trigger guard, I think, is a little bit small. If we compare it against this one, the 500 Mossberg in the background, it is. I found it a little bit too constrictive, but it's, it's not a showstopper. Crossbolt safety here. There's your action release right here. And it's a good thing that it's a crossbolt safety with this particular Tristar because it has a pistol grip. If you put and I said this years ago in my shotgun reviews, you put a pistol grip with a tang mounted safety like the 500, don't work so well. It doesn't. You can't pivot your hand, your shooting hand up readily. It just doesn't work. Action release, I think I said that right there, which is in a handy position. The forend, I did mention it's slick, and it is. It definitely needs something on it, like a grip or some type of traction material. Skateboard tape is going to be difficult because you have the grooves here, and it just won't conform to the grooves. Maybe what you could do if you have a lot of time is just stipple it like you would a Glock frame. That would be cool. A lot of time, a lot of work. You have to determine if that's necessary. While you're at it, by the way, I would totally cut this portion off. I hate long forends on pump shotguns. They are just out of there. I think the idea behind them is for short statured shooters to be able to actuate the slide, or the action, I should say. It gets in the way of the loading gate. It's not necessary. I just hate long forends on pump action shotguns. I had an 870 I brought to the table years ago, and I had milled that off short. I just cut a slide out, and I loved it so much better. So I'll give this forend probably like a 1 star, unless it's modified. It's slick and it's entirely too long. Here's a look at the loading gate. Again, I'm looking at this gun, I come away with quality. So even though you're paying around, get this, $250, $300, depending on where you get it. I mean, you're getting really high quality. It's amazing they can put it together for that small price. Now, if we go aft here, it really reminds me of my old Benelli Super 90 I had in the 80s, which I liked, but was completely unreliable with field loads, no matter what Benelli said. Who knows how they are these days. But there's so many great auto shotguns, I've kind of moved off the Benelli. I had 2, sold them, but this is very Benelli-ish right here. So it's a rubber-mounted pistol grip. I'm not a super fan of rubber-mounted or rubber-covered stuff. It just grabs everything, but it's comfortable. It's also a little bit heavier. It will add weight, which is a reason why I think this gun is a little bit lighter. It has no rubber-covered furniture at all. Include the drop Magpul stock there. Couple sling stud mounts for the slings, which are cool, included. One in the aft. This part and the whole stock is good. Good recoil pad. We shot both buckshot, low base out of it, high base type pheasant loads. And we had, if I can remember, pretty much no malfunctions on it. I didn't pattern this one, sorry, no time. But I always, again, for a tactical shotgun, I'm thinking within 25 yards. And it's kind of cool, you know, it's gee whiz, you know, look at where they're shot. But I don't think I've ever shot a shotgun at 25 yards here in the project that I go, oh my gosh, that was so off. They all pattern pretty well. Now you push them out to 40, then you might want to throw in a full, maybe an extra full, and experiment with that a little more. Turkey guys that use their guns for turkey hunting, that's where I think patterning becomes critical, especially with the loads they're choosing to take out turkeys, which is a cool sport, by the way, turkey hunting. And I like how they support you know, the turkey population with their license fees. So I think our turkey population, kind of weird to include in a tactical shotgun review. I think it's pretty healthy, really healthy. That's pretty much it though on this shotgun. I won't do field strip. I want to cruise through this. Accessories. You're getting a Turkish shotgun. They're not going to be widely sold, I don't think. Therefore, you're going to be kind of maybe a lot limited for accessories. For instance, a side saddle. Is there a side saddle available for the Tristar? Or there might be. Guys who own this will probably be saying, oh, dude, you need to go. Look in the comments. There's always some good information there. If guys have it, they'll add what I forget. I definitely wouldn't change the sights. But again, the non-starter for me is it's a 5+1. How do you cure that? We talked about it. You're not going to. Really look at the value equation when you go down this road. I'm a consumer advocate here. That's one of my primary jobs for you guys, my subscribers. And by that, I mean, does it make sense to buy, let's say, a $300 Tristar Cobra Force, be stuck with 5 rounds, when I could just throw a little bit more money at it and get a Mossberg 500? You know, and I don't have mag issues with that. I have accessories all day long. Look, I'm showing you some right here. The Magpul stock. Different forends. You know, ammo carrying devices, heat shields, different sights, parts readily available. there's a big plus to going with American, even though it might be a little bit more money. For my money, even though I do like the Tristar Cobra Force, I would spend more money and get this exact gun, the Mossberg 500. I would. It's proven. I mean, we just shot it in Soldier Boy, and it, again, no surprise, it was 100%, worked great. Now, you can't swing a dead cat around these days without hitting a value shotgun, which is a good thing. It's very good for as consumers. And I'm not just talking pump, I'm talking auto, but for now, I'll focus on pump shotguns. Most of these are going to be Turkish options. Hulu, again, awesome. Stoger. Ivor Johnson. That's about a $250 option, the Ivor. The Maverick 88, that's an American option, $250-ish. Stevens is about $250. You can go to their websites and see different variations. Will they have one exactly like this? I actually don't know. The Chiappa CX12, that's about $250. And then we bounce back to some American options. The Remington 870 Express, and again, the Mossberg 500. And a lot more than I'm totally not mentioning just for time. That being said, if you can put up with 5 rounds and you say, you know what, 5+1 for me is good. I'm totally good with that. Then I'll tell you what, it's a great shotgun. It really is. I mean, it functions well. Do the 4-end modification, which I recommend. After that, I would look at this and go, really the only limitation, and I forgot to mention the trigger's not great. It pulls stiff. I won't pull it for time, but 8 pounds is what I pulled it on earlier with a fair amount of creep. But if you can put up with the trigger and you mod your 4-end and the 5-round option on the Tristar, I think you're getting a really good shotgun. I think it's going to last, it's going to be durable, and you'll be super happy with it. I think it's good money spent with those limitations. Done. You're up. That 4-end's still way too slick.
Yeah.
I could put some tape or crap on it. I just didn't do it. We're evaluating it as it comes. More.
Dig in. That rubber needs to be taped in the rear.
This?
Yeah, the
sticky,
rear stock.
Grabby?
In the pits.
Hold on, wait. We out of shells already?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah. I got to change my verdict. When we first shot it, I hated it because of the spring assist.
Yeah.
But from what I hear, I think 240 street is kind of the going rate. Not so much as like a defense shotgun, but as a range or fun one, I'm on board. The sights are awesome. I mean, look at that.
They are excellent.
Off the shelf, then you got a ring in the back.
Yep.
Once you take the spring out of there, like you got a rail there for whatever you want to throw on. I actually like this grip. It's meaty. This takes some fixing. You got to get rid of that spring.
I'll just cut this off right here.
Totally.
Mill it, put some A grip on it.
Yeah. Oh, I'd like drill in a VG or something.
5+1 don't work though.
But for range?
Yeah, but even for range, you got to reload a lot.
Yeah.
It's a pain. Shotgun, 2-fed shotguns are already rounds limited.
Yeah. It gets you better at reloading.
Home defense would be great. You don't need more, you know, unless you're holding off an army or something.
Yeah. For, like, if I were just looking for my first shotgun, I'd go used 870 or 590.
Yep. It's not bad though for 250.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Tristar.